Hi, this is Dr. Brad Nelson, author of The Emotion Code. When I find out about something new that works, I like to share that information with you. And I want to tell you a little story. About 3 months ago, I got a phone call from a somewhat distant relative of mine who said that he had found out about a new technology from Singapore, an energy technology. He wanted me to take a look at it, and so I said that I would. This is what made its appearance at my house a few days later. It's a wand, it's called. It looks like a pen, made by a company called Omega. Now, I know that some of you are familiar with this, and for those of you who aren't, I wanted to share this information with you. This is a wand. It's called an Omega wand. It's made by a company called Omega. They've been around for 4 or 5 years in Singapore. They came into the US and Canada, I think, in January, and I found out about it not too long after that. But I've spent all this time experimenting with this and looking at this and making sure that this is real and that it's legit. This is supposedly a zero-point energy device. Now, what is zero-point energy? Well, Einstein said that all atoms vibrate. Where do they get the energy to vibrate? That takes energy to do that. And he said they get that energy from the energy around them. In the vacuum of space, there is energy, and that's what we call zero-point energy. If you take an atom down to absolute zero, where there is no atomic vibration, yet still there is this ground state of energy. There's energy there. And supposedly this device works on this principle. It affects this zero-point energy and helps to rearrange it or help it. It helps it to be in a more organized state. So we tried this instrument out, this little device, and by the way, this is made in Singapore. It takes, I think, 22 days, they say, to make one of these. It has a number of different kinds of crystals on the inside, and it puts out an energy field that is anywhere from 9 feet long to 21 feet long, depending on who you talk to. And I can tell you that this thing actually does work, and it can also be used to release trapped emotions, okay, on yourself or on other people. We've been testing it all this time just to make sure that it actually does work for this, and it does. So it's not magnetic, okay? It's not the same technology as the Niken technology as the magnets. We know that all of those work. We know that those all have fantastic properties, and of course I've been using those for many years now with tremendous results for all kinds of things. But this is a different kind of technology. Again, it's zero-point energy. I've had some personal experiences with this that were really quite remarkable. I know an older gentleman. He's about 86 years old. In 1943, he had spinal meningitis. He was in the Army, World War II. And when his back, when he healed from the meningitis and survived it, he was left with this terrific back pain that has gone on and on and on since then. Now, I have never worked on him, never done the emotion code. I've never done the body code on him. He's just sort of an acquaintance from church. He came over one day, and I asked him about his back. He said that he was about an 8 on a 0 to 10 scale. Now, his son told me that he has had to help him out of his chair for a long time, and he lives with constant back pain. So the way that you use this little device is you actually hold it. You don't have to touch the skin. You can hold it a little distance away from the skin, and you just go in a clockwise pattern, okay, for about a minute or 2 or 3. Well, I sat behind this man. His name is Leo, and I wanded his back, the small of his back, for about 3 minutes. And when I got done, his pain level had gone from an 8 to a 2. Now remember, 10 is call 911. So it went from an 8 to a 2. And that was pretty amazing. He was absolutely astounded. In fact, when he was leaving my house that night, he told me that it was really like a miracle. He said that his back hadn't felt that good since 1943. And I thought to myself, that's really astounding, really amazing. So during that week, he said, his pain fluctuated between about a 3 to a 4. but he was ecstatic because it hadn't felt that good in a long, long time. Well, the week after that, my sister actually wanded him again for a few minutes, and his pain level went to a 0. Now, this was probably 2 months ago that all of this happened, and he still is out of pain. Now, that's a pretty amazing thing. In the testing that we have done with this, what we find is that this will release a trapped emotion if you bring it to the surface through the regular emotion code process. But it also has this effect of kind of organizing this 0-point energy, apparently. The way I think about it is, if you were to walk into an auditorium before a big meeting is about to take place, no one's there yet, they've got folding chairs set up everywhere, and they're all in nice, neat rows. Everything looks perfect. If you were to walk into that same room half an hour after that meeting is over and everyone's left, you would see that these chairs are everywhere. Everything would be disarranged, everything would be out of order. And that's, I think, how this energy gets in the body. It becomes disorganized. And apparently what this device does is it helps to bring an organization back to that disorganized energy. So, very neat technology. They also make a pendant for this. And by the way, if you're sensitive to energy and you can feel energies, you'll feel this. In fact, I was over at my travel agent the other day. I hadn't mentioned anything about this, but she can see energies. I pulled it out of my pocket and she said, "Whoa, what is that thing?" And her son was there, and he had pain in the middle of his shoulder blades that was about, I think it was about a 7. And I wanded him for 60 seconds in the middle of his shoulder blades right there. And it went to a 0, which is really quite remarkable. I have another young lady that I'm working with that I sent one of these to, who is dealing with cancer right now. And she started using this on a tumor that she had actually on her back. And after about 5 minutes of doing this, she said to me, "Is it normal for this thing to heat up like this? It's getting really hot." So there's definitely something going on. So for those of you who already have this kind of device, yes, this works for trapped emotions. Yes, you can use it to do all of the work that we're using the magnets for. If you've got the magnets already, use those. If you want to add another technology to what you're already doing, you might want to consider getting yourself one of these. Again, it's a different technology from the magnets, but it's really quite exciting and kind of fun. I mean, how often do new technologies come along like this that actually work? Not that often. So this is really quite exciting. Also, you want to be careful because there are a lot of companies now that are creating knockoffs of this. And of course, you can see how easy that would be because it's really just a stainless steel pen. It's hollow and it's full of this. It's full of these minerals. Again, it takes 22 days, I guess, to make one of these in a special pressure chamber that they have in Singapore. And we're going over there later this year for a seminar, so hopefully we'll be lucky enough to get in and see how they make these, but probably not, because I don't think that they let the public in. But anyway, just wanted to let you know about this. There's a link here at the end of this video that'll tell you where you can go to find out more information about this, and there are videos on that site that you can watch. And if you haven't heard about this technology yet, you will. I think that this is like the magnets. It's kind of a sister technology that is going to be another force for helping to bring healing to this world that is in such desperate need of healing. So I wanted to let you know about this. And of course they have a lot of other products too that are great. But anyway, again, the company is Omega, and it does work. But watch out for the knockoffs. I don't know about those. The ones that we've tested, they don't seem to work. So I want to let you know about that. Thank you again, all of you, for all the work that you're doing to help bring the emotion code to the world, to help heal the world. This world needs healing so desperately. And you're part of that, and I'm part of that. We're all part of it. And we need to just hang in there and keep going. So again, thank you for all you do. Dr. Nelson, we'll talk to you again.